Welcome to the NostrilCam. I am on my way to Rosenberg, Texas, which is southwest of Houston. It's still in Houston's, orbit, but it's kind of way down there. I normally don't venture down that far south. And Jason works, Rosenberg is southwest. Jason works in South Houston. And I was just going to have him go and pick it up. It's an oxygen machine for my mother because she has to wear oxygen at night. And she's been renting a machine, which Medicare, pays a portion of that, but it's still a chunk out of her pocket every month. So she was wanting to try to find a used one to own so that all she would have to pay for are just the supplies and some maintenance. And they are not cheap. If you have aging parents, just be aware of that. If they need oxygen, not cheap. But I did find this one, and good price. It's in Rosenberg, no big deal. Go pick it up. Was gonna just have Jason do it because some of the people he works with live in the kind of the Rosenberg, Richmond area, and he couldn't get away to go get it. I thought maybe one of them could just pick it up on their way home from work or something. No big deal, whatever. And then the guy who I'm buying it from said, yeah, you can just pick it up here in the historic district of Rosenberg, where we have our little thrift store antique shop place. You can just pick it up here at the store. And I went, oh, my husband is busy. I really shouldn't be asking him to take time out of his day to do this for me when, I have a flexible schedule. I could just drive down there myself and pick it up. I think I will just be the good wife and save him the trouble, make the sacrifice, drive down there and pick it up myself. Because I'm just thoughtful that way. So that's what I'm doing. I'm going to pick up an oxygen concentrator for my mother, which happens to be at a little thrift store in Rosenberg. So everybody wins. Anyway, it's a good, 30, 40 miles to get there. And, within traffic, it'll probably take me an hour. But that's okay. I'll just enjoy the drive. I have cramps from hell today. Can I say that? I can say that. I know I have some male viewers, but I think they're all mature enough to know that we get cramps. So, I don't think I'm offending their delicate sensibilities, because when I say that, this is not good. And I really thought that the older I got,
Turn left onto US 290 frontage road.
Yeah, girl, I got this. Just let me do it. I really thought as I got older that it would get easier, because I've been in perimenopause for several years, but I'm...
In a quarter mile, turn left onto the ramp.
Okay. But I'm approaching menopause. I thought that things would just kind of, fizzle out, shrivel up, dry out, whatever, that it would just quietly go away.
Continue straight.
Okay, apparently that's not always the case.
Continue on US 290 east for 1 mile.
I'm going to shut her up. I'm probably going to need her up here in a little while, but I don't need her yet. But I'm afraid if I turn her off now, then I'll have trouble getting her back when I do actually need her, because, I can't be messing on my phone while I'm driving. Okay, fine. I'm filming while I'm driving, but I'm driving. The camera's running, but I'm paying attention to the driving and just talking, which I do whether the camera's off or on. It doesn't matter. So anyway, I don't want to turn her off because then I'll have anxiety about turning her back on when I need her. So just tune her out. Just ignore her. Yeah, I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, cramps.
Take the Sam Houston Tollway South exit, then
Girl,
keep right in the
I got
fork.
this. Really? I'm there. She's probably giving me extra directions now because I made a couple of unplanned stops before I left. And I know I confused her when I was doing circles in the the parking lot at CBS.
Continue on Sam Houston Tollway South for 14
I think she
miles.
was getting a little frustrated with me. I could hear it in her voice. But I had to pick up some prescriptions that were ready. And it is just a sad, sad day when you go to pick up your prescriptions, and instead of getting the lovely, you know, little crinkly, tissuey paper pharmacy bags that I absolutely adore, I have so many that they hand them to me in a brown paper sack. You know, I mean, what am I, 90? Well, I might as well be, because yeah, I have outgrown pharmacy bags. I now get just the huge brown paper grocery sack full of drugs. I go to the pharmacy. So that probably wouldn't bother me, except for the fact that I have cramps. Did I mention that? I think I did. In fact, I was talking about that, and then I got sidetracked. Toll booth, hang on. So I'm distraught by the fact that things don't seem to be fizzling out like I thought they would. You know, in fact, they just seem to be getting worse and worse. And I talked to my doctor about it a while back. My doctor said, yeah, don't worry about it. Totally normal. Everything's fine. It's just that they sometimes like to go out with a bang. They don't always leave quietly. Oh, okay, great. Apparently, mine is giving itself the biggest going away party ever, and is killing me in the process approximately every 28 days. So, there we have that. For you younger ladies, keep that in mind as you get older, and, you know, by the time you get to my age, you're kind of looking forward to things, you know, wrapping up, coming to an end. It's not always pleasant. This, I never have, for 30 years, not had any problems. You know, every month, you know, it came and went like it was supposed to. Try not to be too graphic, but, you know, came and went like it was supposed to. You know, slight little cramp here and there, nothing major. You know, wasn't one of those who ever really had any trouble. Never gave me any problems at all. And I have a family history of endometriosis. Somehow, it skipped me. I didn't get it. Now, it's payback time. You know, everything behaved for 30 years, and then now it's truly trying to kill me. This is probably really inappropriate, turning a lot of people off. I'm going to get way more negative comments than usual, and I get my share of negative comments. Okay, we'll change the subject. With my new NostrilCam setup, you know, I'm no longer shooting straight up my nose, so the NostrilCam doesn't make much sense anymore, but that's okay. Whatever. But also, I've rigged it to where I can have my phone plugged in while I'm filming, whereas before it was not, so I was always real conscious about, you know, not using up too much battery. But now that I don't have to worry about using up so much battery in the car, I can just sit here and ramble for hours. Aren't you glad? I've run out of things to say already. I've been gone like 5 minutes. No, I've been gone 10 minutes. 11 minutes and 26 seconds to be exact. And I've run out of things to say. So, I guess I won't say anything else. I could just leave the camera running so you can hear the things that I say to myself when I'm driving, you know, without the camera running, which will sound an awful lot like the things that I say while the camera's running, because that's what I do. We had house guests last week. I put up a little video of some of the stuff that we did, and they're good friends of ours who visit often. So, you know, they're practically family. You know, they're those that, you know, no topic is taboo, that kind of friend. And what was I doing? I guess I was piddling around in the kitchen, maybe cooking dinner or something, and my friend Jamie said, you realize you're talking to yourself? And I mean, I am am aware that I talk to myself. While I'm doing it, I'm not really paying attention to myself. So I guess when I talk to myself, I ignore me, which is kind of odd. But, you know, I'm aware that I do it. So I said, yeah, I do. Apparently I talk to myself a lot. Taylor has mentioned that before. And I can remember growing up, I would go, my grandmother lived next door. We would go over to her house a lot. And she would kind of talk to herself too while she was piddling around the house, which, you know, we thought was just so funny. She's talking, but she's not talking to anyone. And it's not really all that funny now. It's just sort of what you do. We're heading away from civilization. Uncivilized, because by golly, there is DeVry University. So, look at that. Okay, everyone is passing me because the idiot in front of me is going the speed limit. What are you, from out of town? We don't do that here. Okay, get around this yo-yo. There's nothing more dangerous than a driver who obeys the traffic laws in Houston. You will get yourself killed doing that. I'm not joking. He's trying to go the 65-mile-an-hour speed limit here on this 8-lane freeway. And that is a recipe for disaster. You will die if you go 1 mile an hour under 75, because that's what everyone else is going. You know, you gotta learn to fit in. Going too slow is a lot bigger problem than going too fast around here. Going too slow will get you shot by the driver next to you. It's the Texas way. Oh, we're in Richmond. Too much further to Rosenberg. Now we're squeezing down to 4-lane highway. 2 on this side, 2 on that side, which might as well be just a residential street when you have just come off of all that hugeness. And here we go, the speed limit. I feel like I'm crawling. I think my little Google girl is going to be talking to me here in a minute, because I don't know what I'm supposed to do next, so I should probably shut this off and listen to her so as I can find out. Well, mission accomplished. Got Mom's oxygen concentrator, and yeah, managed to find 1 or 2 other little things in their store that I thought I needed. Show this when I get home. I'm on a brand new road. This is kind of exciting. Not just new to me, it's like a new road. If you look at a map of Houston, you see that it has 2 loops going all the way around it. An inner loop and an outer loop. And they have just recently, well, not just recently, they've been working for quite a while on building a 3rd loop that goes around the other 2. But just recently it has worked its way up to our area, Cypress. I can take it to get from Cypress to Katy in no time. I just wonder, you know, how many more dang loops are they gonna build before you know it? Houston's just going to encompass half of Texas. It's, you know, it's not like it's not big enough, and it just keeps growing. I am pretty sure that this turns into a toll road up here. I'm on a little free section right now. And I'm also pretty sure that it's easy tag only. Which means I'm pretty sure that I'm going to be getting a little notice in the mail these easy tags. My only alternative is to get off right now and take I-10. No, I am not doing it. I'm sorry, I'm not doing it. It's 3:45. Rush hour starts at like 3:30-ish. You know, medical people end their shift at 3 in the afternoon. So by 3:30, traffic is in full swing, and it does not let up until about 7:30. Yeah, I'm not doing it. I'm staying right where I am. And I don't know if I'll get a little penalty fee on my little notice that I get in the mail or what, but we'll find out. And then, maybe when I get home, I will actually fill out the easy tag paperwork and get one. Would actually probably be a smart thing to do, wouldn't it? They call it the Grand Parkway. That's the name of the outer loop. The middle loop is the Sam Houston Tollway, or the Beltway. And then the inner loop is 610. So it took me a good year to straighten those two out and remember which was which, you know, 610 and the Beltway. But I got it now. Oh good, speed limit 70 on here. That means I can go about 80. I'll be home in no time. Okay, that little thrift store where I picked up the machine, you know, there in wherever I was. Where was I? Rosenberg. That was really kind of worth the trip. That's like old school resale shop antique store. You know, that's more like the ones that we had in Louisiana. Prices were great. They had some really cool mid-century modern furniture. Not bad prices at all. There was this really funky dining table with 6 chairs. I think the whole set was maybe $300. And, you know, for mid-century modern and the detail that was on it, that's not bad at all. I don't need a dining table and chairs, but I'm just saying. And their other prices were good too. It had a lot of interesting, weird stuff. If I had felt better, well, I would have taken more time and probably would have got more, but I really just wanted to get back home. Okay, why? Why are we slowing down? The speed limit's 70, you should be going at, oh, Indiana. What, you in a panic because you just ran through that without an easy tag too? Oh, get over it. Go. Here, let me help you go. Follow me. I will show you what to do. Bless your heart. It's an easy tag. You don't slow down to go through it. It's made to, you know, for you to go through at full speed. It will do its job. Jeez, I'm frustrated. I'm a little cranky today. Did I mention I have cramps? Now that I have this little machine, that means I'm going to have to make a road trip back up to North Texas sometime in the next few weeks to get this thing to my mother. So, there's that. That will be interesting. Don't know exactly when I can make that happen, but yeah, I'll figure it out. It's not like I have like a super busy schedule, but I do have stuff to do, you know, things. Okay, fine, I have nothing. I have nothing to do. Absolutely nothing. But I certainly did waste a whole lot of time doing it. I don't know how I managed that. I'm exhausted from doing the nothing that I have to do every day. That's not true. I do have a job, you know. knows what to do. So it's a big job being the glue. And I get tired. I have to rest. Being the glue is hard. And now this little road, since it turned into the toll road, you know, because it was free back there, there's no one on it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cars. There's 5 of us. That's it. At 3:52. This is kind of awesome. And it actually ends in Cypress. It kind of goes past my house. So I have to double back just a little bit. Even with that, I'm going to make much better time than I would taking any of the other roads up there. I feel like I'm not even in Houston anymore. Where's all the people? Where's all the cars? No one's flipped me off in miles. That is so weird. Look, my exit. There it is. Oh, okay, I think 290. Normally I take 290 west, but since I have gone past my usual exit, I think I'm going to have to take 290 east to come back down. Better go look at my map. Whoops. I forgot I was following my little Google girl, so I didn't have to worry about which way to go. She told me. And I was right. I had to go east. So, yeah, it's all good. I know exactly where I am now. Oh, look. There's the emergency room I always use when I hurt myself. It's at 290 in Mushkey. In case you want to know, it's right next door to the Buc-ee's. That's my little 24-hour emergency walk-in clinic thing. Yeah, they know me there. It's sad.
Towards Elk Road, then merge onto US 290 frontage road.
Yep, I got it, girl. I'm going to have to go shut her off because I'm home. I got it. Oh, I say that and then I just missed my exit. I got it. It's all good. Okay.
Merge onto US 290 frontage road.
I'm there. I'm going to have to buy a car one of these days. My car's 12 years old. It gives me trouble all the time. Part of me wants a pickup. Or maybe I'll get one of those plug-in cars, you know. I really would like to be able to plug it in at some of the stores now that have the little plugs, the parking spaces with the plugs, because they're always really up front by the door. No one ever parks in them. If I had a hybrid, I could park in them. I could plug my car in whether it needed it or not, just so I could park up close. At IKEA, they're right up there at the front. You drive a little hybrid car, you get to park in the front. I'm just saying. So yeah, I either want a Prius or a dually. Either one's fine. You know, one or the other. Either way. I have varied tastes and interests. Yeah, so either want me a little hybrid that I can plug in at one of the front parking spaces at IKEA, or I want me a great big dually pickup where I can haul stuff.
In a quarter mile, turn left onto Mill Ridge Drive.
Oh, seriously? Oh, come on, lady. I know how to get to my own subdivision. Okay. That's enough, because I'm just giving the whole world directions to my house. That's not good.